Today we are going to discussing about the local anesthetic agent. So in local anesthetic agent, so what are this local anesthetic agent? Why they are importance? What are their importance? Why it is useful in pharmacology? So basically these are the drug which upon topical application or local injection, either you can apply topically or you can inject locally, causes the reversible loss of sensory perception, especially of pain, in a restricted area of the body. They block the generation and conduction of the nerve impulse at any part of the neuron with which they come in contact without causing any structural damage. Means whenever we are using a local anesthetic agent, either it is topically, neither it is in inject in the particular site of location in which particular area we are going to desensitize. Okay, so in that case what happened, when this drug are applied, they basically block the generation of the conduction of the nerve impulse uh, in the neuron, and ultimately outcome is that uh, the particular portion or particular area will get anesthetized without any structural damage of the neuron. Thus, not only sensory but also motor impulse are interrupted when a local anesthetic is applied to a mixed nerve, resulting in muscular paralysis and loss of autonomic control as well. Now, if we are classifying, come to the classification of the local anesthetic, we classify local anesthetic on the different basis, but here we are classify injectable and surface anesthesia. In case of the injectable, low potency, short duration of action, the drug are procaine, chloroprocaine, these are the drug. Intermediate potency and intermediate duration of action, the drug is lignocaine, prilocaine, and high potency and long duration of action, tetracaine, bupivacaine, these are the drug. And in case of surface anesthesia, there are two type, one is soluble and another one is insoluble. In case of the soluble surface anesthetic agent, they are the cocaine, lignocaine, but in case of insoluble surface anesthetic agent, they are the benzocaine. uh, Now, based upon the duration of action, ultra short acting, medium acting, and long acting. Pulp is less than 10 minutes. It is associated with the teeth abscesses. So, ultra short acting local anesthetic will give the action less than 10 minutes. In case of soft tissue, it is 30 to 40 minutes. In short duration of action, it will dental abscesses, it will give the 5 to 10 minutes. In case of soft tissue, it will give the 60 to 120 minutes. And medium acting drug, they will give the 45 to 90 minutes in case of dental abscesses, and in case of the soft tissue, they give the 120 to 240 minutes. And long duration of action, dental abscesses, it is 90 to 180 minutes. In case of soft tissue, it is 240 to 540 minutes. So, ultra short acting are chloroprocaine, procaine, short acting are lidocaine, prilocaine, and medium acting are mepivacaine, and long acting are bupivacaine. Now, chemically how the because chemical classification is very important in this case of the local anesthetic agent, because their mechanism of action and all other things that totally depend upon the chemical characteristics, and their toxicity are also associated with the chemical characteristics. So, now we further classify the local anesthetic on the basis of their chemical nature. In chemical nature, we classified into its either in the form of ester and in the form of amides. In the form of esters, there is a subdivided into three types: One is long acting, tetracaine, short acting, procaine, surface action, benzocaine, cocaine, and amides. It is divided into two subdivision. One is long acting, that is bupivacaine, and another one is medium acting, that is lidocaine. Now, what is the desirable property of a local anesthetic or local anesthetic agent? What the ideal characteristics should contain a local anesthetic agent? So, first of all, it should be non-irritant because we are applying it in the locally. So, it should be non-irritant to the tissue to which it is applied. It should not causes any permanent alteration of the nerve structure. So, it should not involve in the structural any damage or alteration of the nerve, because in the nerve ending we are applying this drug. Its systemic toxicity should be low, means it should show the minimum systemic toxicity, means it should minimum enter into the systemic circulation and show the minimum systemic toxicity. Time of onset of anesthesia should be short, means after application within short duration of time it should provide its anesthetic property. It should be effective regardless of whether it is injected into the tissue or applied locally to the mucous membrane, means so it should provide its pharmacological effect, means local anesthetic effect, either if we are applied locally or inject to the particular area. The duration of action should be long enough to permit the completion of the procedure. Suppose any small surgery we are performing in that particular case, the duration of action of the local anesthetic, it should be sufficient so that the small surgery or small operation whatever that we can conduct in that duration of time. So, it should provide the proper duration of time, and it is yet not so long that it is required to extend the recovery. So, it is so minimum, means whatever the time we required it should provide that particular time, and it is not so long that we require the extended recovery. Now, what is the difference between the local anesthetic and general anesthesia? First of all, if we are the consider the site of action, general anesthesia basically it will affect the central nervous system. Local anesthetic agent basically it will affected the peripheral nervous system. Area in general anesthetic it will affect the whole body, and local anesthetic it is locally, means restricted area. Consciousness in general anesthesia it is lost, in local anesthetic it is unaltered. And preferential use in general anesthesia basically in case of the major surgery, local anesthesia in case of minor surgery. Use in non-cooperative patient, general anesthesia is possible, local anesthesia is not possible. Poor health patient, if the health condition of the patient is poor, then general anesthesia might be risky, and but a local anesthesia it is safe as compared to the general anesthetic. Care of vital function, means when you are applying the general anesthesia, that you should take care of the vital function of the different organ. It is very much essential. In case of the local anesthetic it is as much not required, means not needed. Now, you can see the picture. This is a picture of the normal axon. So, these are the local anesthetic, amide and esters. So, there are different pK value. They are available in the protonated form. So, what when if you see the picture, you see that in upper portion of the picture there is a 3 gate in axon membrane. There is a 3 gate. First one is closed sodium channel, which is at resting. This gate is contain another 2 gate, that is M gate and H gate. So, at minus 70 millivolt it is in resting potential. But when impulses are coming, then there is a opening of the M gate, because H gate is already open. You can see in resting stage also H gate is already open. So M gate is open. So sodium are enter inside the axon. After that, there is a rapid depolarization, there is a threshold generation, and it will produce an action potential, and then it will close the H gate, not the M gate. Okay, then it will go to the inactive stage. So in upper portion of the picture you can see that in this resting stage M gate is closed, H gate is open, but after that M gate is open, sodium enter inside the axon, there is a rapid depolarization, generation of the action potential. After generating the action potential, it will further go to the inactive stage. So what happen in case of local anesthetic? In case of local anesthetic, most anesthetic that are in proton are weak bases. Okay, so whenever they enter into the axonal membrane, they get protonated. After protonated, you can see that in H gate there is an location that is the receptor for local anesthetic. So what happen? This local anesthetic in the protonated form bind to this receptor and close the H gate. So if H gate is closed, so it prevent the entry of the sodium. So if it is prevent the entry of the sodium, so it is failure to reach the threshold to generate an action potential. This is the basic and main mechanism of local anesthetic agent. See, weak bases enter in the axonal terminal, then in H gate there is an receptor. In protonated form they bind to that receptor and block the H gate. So if blocking the H gate, it will prevent the entry of sodium inside the axon, so that it will failure to reach the threshold to generate an action potential. So there is no nerve impulse is conducted. So in that particular area will get paralyzed, or means it will get desensitized, and local anesthetic effect you will get. Now one by one I will discuss. This local anesthetic are the drug used to prevent pain by causing the reversible block of the conduction along with nerve fiber. Most of the weak bases, they exist mainly in protonated form at body pH. The drug penetrate the nerve in non-ionized. In lipophilic condition, they penetrate the axonal membrane. But once in picture you can see that once they enter inside the axonal membrane, they get some ionized molecule. Okay, these ionized molecule are formed and block the sodium channel and preventing the generation of the action potential. So this is the main mechanism of local anesthetic agent. Now we come to the general description about the what is the role of sodium channel and what is action potential and how this local anesthetic, this is the overall mechanism I discuss. Now one by one I will discuss the whole thing. So sodium channel, excitable tissue possesses special voltage gated sodium channel that consists of one large glycoprotein alpha subunit and sometimes two smaller beta subunit of unknown function. The alpha subunit have four identical domain, each containing 6 membrane spanning alpha helical S1 to S6. Then it will make the total 24 cylindrical helical are stacked together readily in the membrane to form a central channel. Exactly how voltage gated channel work is not known, but they are conjugated with gated sodium is given by sodium uh, plus M3H, where Gna plus is the maximum conductance possible and M and H are the getting constant that depend on the membrane potential. In the figure, these constants are shown schematically as physical gate within the channel. Already in figure you already see this one. Now in this figure you see that there is the S1, S4, S6. So ultimately this 24 1 then make the final pore, then make the final pore, the entry of sodium, then the make final pore which allow the entry of sodium inside the axonal membrane. At the resting potential, most edge gated whatever the first picture you see in blue are open, and the M gate, that is denoted by the yellow color, are closed, that in closed channel. Depolarization causes the M gate to open. When there is a depolarization, M gate open. So there is a opening of the sodium channel. But the intense depolarization of the action potential then causes the edge gate to close. Means when there is an intense depolarization inside the axonal axon, then it close the edge gate and channel goes to the inactivation stage. This sequence is shown in the upper half of the first figure what that I show. The M gate may correspondent to the 4 positively charged S4 helicals, which are thought to open the channel by moving outwards and rotating in response to membrane depolarization. The edge gate is responsible for inactivation. Maybe the intercellular loop connecting the S3 and S5 helicals, this swing into the internal mouth of the channel and close it. Now action potential. If enough sodium channel are open, then the rate of sodium entry into the axon exists, the rate of potassium exit, and at this point the threshold potential entry of sodium ion further depolarize the membrane, because more sodium are entering inside the cell. This open more sodium channel, resulting in further depolarization, which open more sodium channel, and so on. The fast inward sodium current quickly depolarize the membrane towards the sodium equilibrium potential. So sodium now reach at the equilibrium potential, which is around plus 67 millivolt. Then inactivation of the sodium channel and continuing efflux of the potassium ion causes the repolarization of the membrane. Finally, the sodium channel regain their normal excitable state, and the sodium pump restore the lost potassium and remove the gain sodium ion. So this is the action potential, how it will generate when the sodium channel are open, when it will go to the excitable stage, and when it will come to the inactive stage, when it will come to the active stage. When there is a depolarization, when there is a repolarization, influx of sodium and efflux of potassium, that through occur to the action potential generation. Now if we consider the mechanism of local anesthetic, how this local anesthetic are working. This local anesthetic penetrate into the interior of the axon in the form of the lipid soluble free base. Means lipid soluble free base, they cross the axonal membrane. Their protonated molecule are formed. Inside the axon, protonated molecule are formed, which then enter the plug the sodium channel. After binding to receptor residue of the X6 transmembrane helix, you can see the first picture. In H gate there is a receptor located, then that receptor, this local anesthetic in protonated form, they get bind. Thus quaternary fully protonated local anesthetic work only if they are injected inside the nerve axon. Means if you are directly inside the inject the local anesthetic agent into the nerve axon, then if it is uncharged agent, like benzocaine, which is dissolved in the membrane, but the channel are blocked in all or none manner. Thus, ionized and non-ionized molecule act in essentially in the same way by binding to a receptor on the sodium channel at the H gate. This block the channel largely by preventing the opening of the H gate by increasing the inactivation. Eventually, so many channels are inactivated that their number fall below the minimum necessary for the depolarization to reach the threshold, and because able to generate an action potential, uh, ultimately nerve block occur. Local anesthetic are use dependent, means the degree of block is proportional to the rate of the nerve stimulation. This indicate the more drug molecule enter the sodium channel when they are open and causes more inactivation. Effect of pH on local anesthetic action. Local anesthetic are basically basic in nature, so as their action is strong at alkaline pH and less at acidic pH, as unionized form is needed for its diffusion through the axonal membrane. Local anesthetic are less effective in infected tissue because infected tissue area the extracellular pH are acidic in nature. So, local anesthetic are poorly diffused in the infected tissue and due to the more ionization. So, at the basic environment, local anesthetic show the good anesthetic property in compared to the acidic environment. Now, prolongation of the action of local anesthetic action. How you can prolong the action of local anesthetic agent? Anything that delay the absorption of local anesthetic into the circulation will prolong its action and reduce its systemic toxicity. Means any other drug or substance which use along with the local anesthetic, which will delay the absorption of the local anesthetic into the systemic circulation, means blood circulation, and prolong its action, and also due to the less amount of the drug reaches the systemic circulation, so there is a less systemic toxicity. Adrenaline generally is most commonly used and it doubles the duration of local anesthetic action. Adrenaline, due to its alpha action, causes vasoconstriction and delay the diffusion of the local anesthetic agent. A vasoconstrictor should not be used for the nerve block of an extremity or end organ. So, when prolongation of action is required, but in which condition you should not use a vasoconstrictor. So, a vasoconstrictor should not be used for the nerve block of an extremity or in case of the end organ like finger, toes, nose and penis, as it intense vasoconstriction leads to the total ischemia and this ischemia leads to the necrosis. To avoid the cardiac complication with use of the adrenaline, because you know that adrenaline having the some cardiac activity. So, a synthetic vasoconstrictor that is known as phelipresin can be used because it does not affect the heart rate, blood pressure and also preferred in patient with cardiovascular disease. But in what happen, adrenaline causes some cardiogenic effect. So, in case of adrenaline, if we are using the phelipresin, that is a synthetic vasopressin which does not alter or does not hamper the heart rate, blood pressure, and this phelipresin also preferred in patient which is suffering from any cardiovascular diseases. Now, pharmacokinetic. The presence of ester or amide bond govern the biotransformation and hypersensitivity reaction. Ester type of local anesthetic hydrolyzed by the plasma esterase and liver esterase. as rapidly hydrolyzed, so shorter duration of action, and action may be prolonged in genetic enzyme deficiency. If anyone deficient of the plasma esterase or liver esterase, in that case the duration of action will get prolonged. The spinal fluid contain the negligible esterase, and intrathecal injection of the ester type local anesthetic usually have a longer duration of action, because in case of spinal anesthesia, spinal fluid contain the negligible amount of the esterase. Amide type of local anesthetic degraded by the hepatic microsome through end dealkylation and subsequent hydrolysis, as they have longer duration of action. So, as compared to the ester, amide are longer duration of action. Hypersensitivity reaction is more common with ester type of local anesthetic, as they are metabolized by the para-amino benzoic acid or para-amino benzoic acid derivatives. Allergic reaction with amide type local anesthetic are very rare. Ester group of local anesthetic are degraded to PABA. They antagonize the action of sulfonamide. Now, therapeutic application of the local anesthetic. In case of topical anesthesia, the sensory nerve ending are chief nerve structure affected. It is restricted to the mucous membrane, damaged skin surface, wounds or burns, as it does not work in well in intact skin. So, it is only work in case of the damaged membrane, mucous membrane, damaged skin surface, wounds, or in case of the burn. But in case of the intact skin, it will not work good. The corneal surface, mucosa of the mouth, nose, pharynx, trachea and urethra are easily anesthetized. It is also used to facilitate the endoscopic procedure and to reduce the pain of hemorrhoid or anal fissura. Local anesthetic, basically topically we are using tetracrine 2%, lidocaine 2 to 5%, eutectic mixture of lidocaine and prilocaine 5%, benzocaine 5%. These are the topical anesthesia. Then infiltration anesthesia. The diluted solution of local anesthetic is injected under the skin to reach the sensory nerve terminal. This is used for the minor surgery like incision, excision. Adrenaline or phelipressine may be added to the retard absorption. Local anesthetic, lidocaine, bupivacaine, these are the drug we are basically used. Conduction block anesthesia. Local anesthetic is injected around the nerve trunk so that the area is distal to the site of injection is anesthetized, and it is basically two type. One is field block, another one is nerve block. So, what is field block? Local anesthetic are injected subcutaneously in the surrounding area of the nerve, as all the nerve coming to the field are blocked. Means where all the nerve are coming together in that particular field, we are applying the local anesthetic, so it will block all the nerve impulse. Field block are applied to the scalp, anterior abdominal wall, and as nerve travel superficially in this area. Basically, drug of choice are lidocaine 1%, bupivacaine 0.25%, etidocaine 0.5% to 1%. These are the drug we are used for the field block. Now, then we come to the nerve block. Local anesthetic is injected around anatomically localized nerve trunk close to the mixed nerve, where mixed nerve are there. In close proximity we are injecting the local anesthetic. It is usually described with the name of the nerve: radial nerve block, ulnar nerve block. So, nerve block lasts longer than field block. Local anesthetic is nerve intentionally injected into the nerve, as because this is painful and also lead to the nerve damage. as local anesthetic is deposited as close to the nerve as possible. So, we are not intentionally inject the local anesthetic inside the nerve, but as near as possible. Local anesthetic then diffuse from that site of the injection into the nerve, where it will act or show the its action. Choice of drug depend on the type of the nerve to be blocked, and duration of the anesthesia is required, the size, health of the patient. So, in this case, particularly nerve block, we are not injecting the local anesthetic directly to the nerve, but surrounding the nerve. From that surrounding, this will get absorbed or get inside the nerve terminal and show the local anesthetic action. Central nerve block anesthesia, this include epidural and spinal anesthesia. Epidural block anesthesia in this picture you can see that this is the spinal cord, this is the epidural space, and this is the subarachnoid space. So, we are injecting the local anesthetic into the epidural space. It is widely used to provide analgesia or anesthesia in surgical and obstetric practice. It's involve injection a local anesthetic such as lidocaine, bupivacaine or ropivacaine alone or with small dose of the opioid analgesic into the epidural space in the lumbar, thoracic or cervical region. Caudal block is also an epidural block, but in the caudal sacral region. Introduction of the cannula into the epidural space enable to prolong anesthesia as use of the additional dose. So, if you feed the cannula, you can add the additional dose or continuous infusion of the local anesthetic agent you can be done. A vasoconstrictor may be also added to the reduce the systemic exposure to the local anesthetic. Now, spinal block anesthesia. It is also referred to as subarachnoid or interthecal block anesthesia or as spinal analgesia. Local anesthetic as lidocaine, tetracaine, bupivacaine in the spinal subarachnoid space between L2 and L3 or L3 and L4. The primary site of action is the nerve root is cauda equine rather than the spinal cord, as it is used to anesthetize lower abdomen and hind limbs. Vasoconstrictor are added to prolong the duration of the block, as there is always a danger of the restricting the blood supply to the spinal cord. With proper expertise are required, and some complication of in case of the spinal anesthesia you can expect, that is the headache, nausea, vomiting, respiratory paralysis, hypotension, and cauda equine syndrome means loss of control over the bladder and bowel sphincter. This is a rare complication. So, this is the spinal cord, this is the cerebrospinal fluid, needle you enter into this position and you apply the local anesthetic in this position. Intravenous regional anesthesia, it is also known as Bayer's block. It is mainly used for the upper limbs and for the orthopedic procedure. It's a technique, a limb vein is catheterized, applied tourniquet placed around the limb at a pressure adequate to prevent arterial circulation more than 150 mm of Hg. Local anesthetic, preferably without epinephrine, is then injected into the vein. After a period of 15 minutes, the area distal to the tourniquet is anesthetized until the tourniquet is removed. This is basically preferred in case of the upper limb and orthopedic procedure. Now come to the adverse effect of the local anesthetic. CNS, At low dose, tongue numbness, sleepiness, mild headache, visual and auditory disturbance. At the higher concentration, nystagmus, muscular twisting, cardiovascular. Local anesthetic block the cardiac sodium channel and depress abdominal cardiac pacemaker activity, excitability, conduction. Most local anesthetic produce the hypotension except cocaine. And blood, large dose of the prelocaine lead accumulation of the metabolite orthotoluidine, which oxidize hemoglobin to the methemoglobin in higher level, leads to the cyanosis. And reducing agent like methylene blue or ascorbic acid may be given intravenously to convert the methemoglobin to hemoglobin. Allergic reaction, ester type local anesthetic are metabolized to the PAVA para-amino benzoic acid derivative, which in turns are responsible for allergic reaction, contact dermatitis, rashes and asthma is rare. Amide group local anesthetic do not metabolize to PAVA, allergic reaction are very rare. Then neuromuscular junction, local anesthetic block the neuromuscular transmission and enhance the effect of the D-tubocurine. This stabilized effect is the result of blocked of the nicotinic receptor ion channel. Then we come to the some important local anesthetic agent which is commonly used. One is lidocaine, which is also known as lignocaine, which is also known as xylocaine. It is most commonly used multipurpose local anesthetic agent. It is used topically on the mucous membrane in the form of aqueous solution or in the form of jelly or ointment or as viscous solution. It is used in infiltration, nerve block, epidural anesthesia. For spinal analgesia, a higher concentration 5% met hyperbaric with 7.5% dextrose is used. It is also combined with the adrenaline, as adrenaline block the alpha 1 receptor located on the blood vessel, which causes vasoconstriction, and there will be the less blood supply at the site of injection of the lignocaine. So absorption of lignocaine is delayed, slow absorption, long duration of action and less systemic toxicity. Lignocaine also combined with the opioid in intrathecal or epidural anesthesia, as it gives synergistic effect. Mechanism is unknown and its most commonly used combination in the management of the pain. It has rapid onset of action and which lasts 1 to 2 hours. It is also used intravenously in the management of the ventricular arrhythmia occurring during myocardial infarction. It should not be given along with propranolol, as propranolol impair the clearance of the lignocaine, so toxicity will be enhanced. Now adverse effect, dizziness, paranesthesia, euphoric condition with normal therapeutic dose. Higher dose, it may develop confusion, it may develop vertigo, tinnitus, nausea. Severe toxicity may precipitate seizure if it used along with the diazepam. Overdose causes the cardiac arrhythmia, lowering the blood pressure, leads to the coma, and ultimately it can arrest the respiratory center or respiratory tract. Tetracaine, a highly lipid soluble PAVA ester, more potent and more toxic due to the slow hydrolysis by plasma pseudocholinesterase. It is both surface and conduction block anesthetic, but its use is restricted to topical application to the eye, nose, throat, tracheobronchial tree, and rarely for the spinal or caudal anesthesia for the long duration. Ropivacaine, a newer bupivacaine congener, equally long acting but less cardiotoxic. It's block the alpha, delta and C fiber involved in pain transmission. more completely than A and beta fiber, which control motor function through uh, equi-effective concentration or of ripovacaine are higher than those of the bupivacaine. A greater degree of the separation between the sensory and motor block has been obtained with epidural ropivacaine. Continuous epidural ropivacaine is being used for the relief of postoperative and labor pain. It can also be employed for the nerve block. Recently, it has been approved for use in India. Bupivacaine, a potent and long-acting amide-like local anesthetic used for the infiltration, nerve block, epidural and spinal anesthesia of the long duration. A 0.25 to 0.5% solution injected epidurally produce adequate analgesia without significant motor block. As a result, it has been very popular in obstructive. Mother can actively cooperate in vaginal delivery and for the post-operative pain relief by continuous epidural infusion. It has high lipid solubility, distribute more in tissue than in blood after spinal or epidural injection. Therefore, it is less likely to reach the fetus when used during the labor to produce the neonatal depression. Bupivacaine is more prone to prolonged QTC interval and induce ventricular tachycardia or cardiac depression. Should not be used for intravenous regional analgesia. Epidural anesthesia with 0.75% bupivacaine during the labor has causes few fatalities fatalities due to the cardiac arrest. Use of this concentration is contraindicated. So, this is the total about the local anesthetic mechanism and some discussion of some drug of local anesthetic agent.